Welcome back to Baldergata.
Nature's servant awaits.
As you can see, it's been some time since we last spoke.
Your wish?
I did a sleep study.
Perhaps.
Can I help?
You've a task?
What would you have me do?
Yes, sir. Nature's servant awaits.
Nature's servant awaits, motherfucker. Oh, right.
Servant awaits.
Nature's servant awaits. How do you feel about flesh golems?
Pro flesh golem.
Your life
Aren't we all flesh golems?
We're all doomed.
Are we all
you really think
stitched?
about it?
You want?
In such a way that
So in that respect, isn't necromancy fine? Isn't it just? Anyway, if you'd sign this petition for me, I'd really appreciate that.
oh, flesh gargoyle.
Yes, or the group.
Your life ends here.
Can I assist you?
Can you be one? By definition, you need to be stone. Oh, one of your people got worked.
Yeah, this is from the last time I played. I guess Khalid got fucked up. There we go.
As you direct. Nature's servant awaits. As you direct.
Sunny or not?
Those a random person just showing up to you in the woods and saying, "Hey, what's up?" and then leaving.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know when the iron shortage is gonna stop. Stop bugging me.
Oh, did you not do that?
I mean, you don't fix the iron shortage until after you do the Cloakwood mines.
Yeah, I meant the, yeah. Did you not do the mines?
We did Nashkill mines. We haven't done the Cloakwood mines yet.
Yes, for the group.
But
So
before,
what's up, Brayden?
I woke up. I played more of that Chaos Gate DLC. I think the assassin units they add are very good. They seem a lot better than, let's say, the Tech Marine does at level 1.
Does the Tech Marine ever get there? Do you know?
I assume once you get, like, good equipment for Tech Marines. Because
Also, I don't feel like all the units in that
Yeah.
game are equal to begin with, though.
I mean, I think what our playthrough discovered is that Justicars are just the best class of the base classes.
I feel like Purgators are the worst of the base classes.
But they're still
Which is
pretty
just-
good.
Well, which is to say they're extremely average in all situations, which isn't a bad thing. It's
Range
just
damage is fine, but yeah, they're no interceptors.
yeah, they're no. Oh, I just killed everything here.
It's like, yeah, if I invest enough points, I can hit things from range.
Yeah, if you invest enough points, they can just kill stuff before that thing becomes a threat, which is cool.
Okay, but let me tell you about this. What if not an Astartes, just like a human with a sniper rifle
Or a guy with a skull for a head.
Who inflicts bleed upon enemies and himself.
What's the name of those? Remember, I thought it's close to my actual surname.
Auspexis. So,
No, there's one that's close to me.
yeah,
Which one?
Vindicare is the sniper. There's the fast stabby one.
You've a task?
Eversor assassins.
That sounds right.
I'll do my best.
I think this is Skullman.
When you
This is Skullman.
okay, yeah, when you go run a marathon, you are Eversor. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Please like and subscribe to twitch.tv/arbitrarywater for more very funny jokes like this one.
Over Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition footage.
Over me playing Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition.
Okay, so this is Baldur's Gate for me. This is just AoE ground effect spell, and then just throw bullshit at people.
Oh, you mean every D&D game.
Yeah.
But especially this one.
Dran, when are you going to play Daggerdale?
You know what? I'll say it right now. We get to fucking 10 subs to do the geometric shaped TBD of dubious character action games, and I will put Daggerdale in Dubious RPG Season 3.
Are you sure that this isn't just your way of offloading things you don't want to do?
No, have I not shown you that list of like 42 games?
Probably have at some point.
That I
Oh,
have.
by the way, I started playing the that recent quote-unquote expansion to Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm gonna play all of it.
I heard it like was cheap and bad.
They did get back some of the original voice actors. I'm waiting to see if they got the guy that played Agarth back, because I'd be willing to bet that guy's voice has aged.
Your wish?
What am I doing? Having fun? What are you doing? Not having fun?
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
Ever think about that?
You know, also is Baldur's Gate to me. Getting a bunch of Ankeg carapaces, overloading you and going, oh, I guess I should just drop these, huh? But what if I needed them?
What if I need it? Anyway, okay, I thought I killed these ones, but I guess I didn't.
Our quest is vain.
Oh, right, these are the things that just
They
yes,
will turn
these-
invisible.
Yes, these are. Oh, you walked into the wrong side of this forest. You're dead characters.
Yeah. But what if I cast web?
I look forward to your instruction.
Hurry up! All right.
Yes, sir.
Serene, right?
What would you if you insist?
I am at your service. Nature as you direct.
Your wish?
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Is
So
glorious.
you just wait out the invisibility.
I can
Yeah.
try.
Your wish? I understand.
Oh no, not Sod.
Yes?
What will we do?
Is Rasad dead?
No, he got charmed. What will we do?
This one Rasad just does nothing but roll 20s.
You've attacked.
Finally.
Rolls over your entire party.
Nature servant awaits.
Your life ends here.
How the fuck are you not being webbed?
I fear I need you. Is good as
I just love seeing people shoot arrows at somebody and miss forever.
less.
My wounds are too
Yeah.
great. I am
Oh, we lost Zane.
What would you
Why I
have
like
me do?
having a
Servant
ranger.
awaits.
Well,
Because
the
rangers
problem
just
is
hit things.
all of the rangers in this game are
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes, you've a task?
So,
Right, and you want bad people.
Your wish?
yeah, I was thinking about
Help you?
who do I switch Khalid and Jahira out for?
I'm sorry, I'm not the friend of yours that actually knows all the companions of this game up by heart.
Okay, but what if... Okay, how do you feel about Faldorn?
If you
I
insist.
don't know who that is.
She's the druid. She's the only pure class druid in this game.
Nature as you
Okay.
And pure class druids in 2nd edition are kind of terrible.
I used one in Icewind Dale.
Is at once.
Yeah, they're good in Icewind Dale, but they're not good in Baldur's Gate.
You have need of me?
Oh, I thought
Is there an addition change between those?
It's spell selection.
Ah,
What would you have? Well, your life ends here.
Yes.
Sir.
of course, you know me, I'm all about class purity.
Yeah. You're like, fighter and druid. Disgusting.
These proles are gaining money? I'm not okay with this. Gotta take
Oh,
away
no.
that wealth while we can.
Your wish? Well,
Get rid of these nouveau riche.
I'm certain.
No, not Killgo Stabbins.
Is glorious.
No, we need him to be alive.
Maybe you can't do this fight.
No, I killed a bunch of these earlier. See, this is the kind of,
Hurry up.
I should have just cast sleep, apparently.
Sleep's a good spell.
I am prepared.
Pool's Radiant strats, right there. You just put them all to sleep, and then you coup de grace every one of these 27 goblins.
Yeah.
Like you're about to lose somebody.
Yes.
There you go.
Sir.
Hurry up.
Perhaps this improvement is not
I'm
quite.
pretty sure we talked about this the last time I came to this while we were playing this game. Remember how they made another action game? Remember how they made another Dark Alliance?
Oh, you mean, yeah, Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance?
Remember how they completely flubbed what should have been the easiest fucking slam dunk? Just the easiest fucking... That layup is a better term for
Yeah.
this. Of all the possible D&D stories they could have possibly told to be translated into a video game, they somehow fucked up Icewind Dale.
Yeah, I remember.
Reminds me of that, remember that indie studio tried to make an Eisenhorn game?
Yeah.
Like
that-
a really cheap edition of like a BioWare style?
yes,
Good as done. You've
and they
good
got
as
Mark
done.
Strong
Oh, that's even crazier.
because, you know, he was voiced Eisenhorn in the audiobooks.
It's called Eisenhorn
Good
Xenos.
as done.
It's for Microsoft Windows and, of course, Android and iOS. Quality game.
What would you have me
Oh.
do?
Yeah, you can tell a game's good when it's for Android and iOS.
I am at your service.
Maybe, yeah, maybe Faldorn and Yeslik
If none of
wouldn't have a pure class fighter, but it's fine.
You've a task?
We've got Rasad, guys. Look, he has a base THACO of 17.
See, I'm watching combat of this Eisenhower game right now, and I gotta tell you, it looks like What If Spiders was worse?
Wow, that's a...
What if Mars Warlocks had worse combat? So you're gonna play that at some point, clearly.
No.
But it has Mark Strong in it.
Here's the thing. I'm not enough of a Warhammer guy to want to play every single shitty mobile Warhammer game.
But that one's interesting because they got Mark Strong.
I will show you justice.
Also, that first Eisenhorn book is good.
If you want.
Yeah, no, I know people
Hurry up.
If you
people think Dan Abnett write good book.
Your wish?
Our quest is vain.
Fine, I guess I'll have to play it myself at some point.
No,
Do what you're too much of a
if I'm gonna
coward
play
to
a
do.
Garbo game,
Oh, it's not even on Steam?
Yes, as you
oh,
direct.
did it get pulled?
It might have gotten pulled, yeah. Eisen, I'm just getting Legends of Eisenwald, which is not a game you should play.
I have that game.
It doesn't get to be where it needs to be. Right when it feels like the mechanics and the systems of that game are actually beginning to go where you want them to go, you get to like the last real act of the game, and it's just the grindiest, most disappointing mess.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, hey, they didn't. Guess what? They didn't get what they wanted for their Kickstarter. I know.
I think the second proper region in that game is actually pretty fun, but the prologue area and then like the interstitial in between the prologue area and the second like proper region is it's quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it's also one of those things where it's like I could just play King's Bounty.
You've all the group.
Yeah. They made a second one of those, didn't they?
They made, I mean...
The second King's Bounty
Yes,
game.
the second King's Bounty, the fifth King's Bounty game.
What?
King's Bounty 2, the fifth King's Bounty game.
Hello, Justin.
Hello, Justin. Justin?
How goes the Baldur's Gate?
Apparently Killgo Stabbins is already almost level 5 from killing those Nerids.
God, this portrait is just... Oh, I hate him so much.
Yeah. He's like,
Is that
hello!
one of the dog portraits? That's got to be one of the Bing.
This is one of the ones they added in the Enhanced Edition.
I like some of the ones they added, but not all of them.
I think...
Hey guys, you want to go to this new microbrewery that opened up?
Yeah. Hey guys, I got this new microbrewery we can try out.
We can, I'll bring in some of my own brew if you don't mind. We'll have to sneak it in if you don't mind helping me sneak it in.
Oh, I really like a hoppy ale.
I mean, listen, hops are good, fuck you. If you want to get into a good joke, you need to start getting to, like, weird ingredients.
Yeah, you see, you start with hoppy
People
ale,
put
and then
chocolate
suddenly
in beer.
you're taking pictures of Judy Hopps from Zootopia.
I mean,
Hey, friend.
what are you trying to say about me?
I'm saying that I respect all lifestyles, except for the bad ones.
Except for furries.
No, listen, I want to be fully clear on this. I love and respect my furry friends. It's not a lifestyle I can follow, but go forward.
How's Rasad doing?
Oh, he's fucking trash.
Yes, omnipresent
He's
authority.
so bad.
So let me ask this: who is carrying your
I
party?
understand.
It's Jaheira.
Naturally.
I am one. Need healing.
Need to get rid of her.
I not survive.
Can't get rid of her without getting rid of Queen.
Yeah,
He's
which
fine,
is
get rid of
why
them both.
Dead.
Which is why I'm thinking about replacing Khalid and Jaheira with Faldorn and Yeslik. You know, good characters.
By the way, that Gravity Circuit game is probably better than
Most
3/4 of Mega Man games,
That, to be fair,
if not more.
that is not an impossible bar. There are a lot of
Most Mega
very
Man
bad
games-
Mega Man games.
Yeah, most
True.
Mega Man games are mediocre, and there are a handful of very bad ones. I very seriously doubt it will beat like Mega Man 0, 3, or 4 for me, or like a handful of the X games. But yeah, I would buy that that's better than most Mega Man games.
What they did with the boss rush is really cool.
I just started playing it.
Then you're gonna enjoy that when you get to it. It's a neat spin on a thing they've done a million times in that franchise.
You've attacked as you direct.
Debris. Favorite everyone loves everyone loves Raymond character.
I do not remember a thing about Everyone Loves Raymond.
Deborah was the wife.
Okay.
The much put upon wife.
Yeah.
It's not a good show. It's not a very good sitcom.
Wait,
There are some like genuinely incredible performances, but as a show, it's ugh.
You're telling me a sitcom from the 90s doesn't hold up?
It's people playing. It's okay. You know what it is? You know how King of the Hill
Yeah.
just does not translate to a lot of people, myself included. Like it doesn't come across as humor, and it's like I don't understand why people think this is a funny show. But then certain people, because it's kind of regional, like think it's the funniest shit that's ever existed.
Yeah.
I think for people with Italian families living in America, Everyone Loves Raymond is very relatable and very funny.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, it was a very popular show.
But I'm sorry, the only thing I know about the Italian American people is Dominic the Donkey now. I'm sorry, that's the only thing
what?
left.
Who?
Dominic the Donkey.
Is that is this
Gino!
a Brett Kavanaugh thing? What's happening?
No. Jesus.
Did
No.
the original game have a quest journal? Yeah, it did, right?
Yeah, it did.
No,
Okay.
the original game did not have a quest journal.
It
This
did, but it was not
Baldur's
as
Gate 2.
good as.
Okay.
Well, my understanding was that Tales of the Sword Coast added one that was not great,
Okay.
but was something, and then Baldur's Gate 2 made a much better one, and then Ding Dog made that one better.
But yeah, so the last time I was hanging out and chat with Gino and M while she was playing Signalis, I learned about there's apparently an I could not tell if they were fucking with me or not, but there is apparently the Italian Americans have the Italian American diaspora apparently has their own Christmas song called Dominic the Donkey. And I'm told this is a real thing.
I
If
think
man
you
is
found
known by the
something
company
neat
he keeps, I shall be thought of gloriously.
there. I don't remember. I remember doing this quest and being very puzzled because I thought I didn't find anything.
I forgot
And then I
what I have to do here.
There's like a child or something that you need to find, but I don't think I forget. If you
Lou Monte, Dominic the Donkey, released in 1960.
Okay. So it is a real song.
You should listen to the first 10 seconds of this. It's as far as I managed to get in.
I don't want to get copyright flagged.
There's a guy making a donkey praying
Yes,
sound.
hee haw, hee haw. Yeah, I know that much. Because I Alright.
Anyway, I'm just gonna be quiet.
Let's see, where is this?
Yeah, I haven't seen like tons of King of the Hill, but what I have seen I found pretty funny, so yeah, maybe it is. Oh, he muted himself. Pretty regional.
Okay.
You get what you needed?
I just needed to go back and talk to the lady.
Some of the quests in this game are
good as
way
done.
more basic than you think they are.
They're allowed to be,
Yeah.
because this is the first one.
Yes, oh omnipresent. Good as
friend.
done.
If
You
man
are
is known by
good
the
as
company
done.
he keeps, I shall be thought of gloriously.
Oh, Garrick. Yes, sir.
I also feel like this one is trying to emulate a tabletop experience way more than Baldur's Gate 2 was.
Yes.
That makes any sense.
My thoughts really not in this.
Yes.
Perhaps we'll survive longer than I. We're all doomed.
Like, I feel like Baldur's Gate 2 is like a fucking video game.
Sir.
And, I mean, obviously, this is
I am
not
with
quite
Godspeed.
The world map of this game has extremely strong homebrew campaign
It
vibes
has
to it.
it's very hex crawl.
Do you want to go through this forest to get to your thing? Do you want to take a... Yeah, I mean, I made some stuff if you want to go off the beaten path.
Oh, hey, yeah, no, yeah, you should.
You got
really...
killed by 3 groups of invisible serene. Sorry.
What if you went to this cave?
What if I don't want to go in the cave? That's
You don't have to.
I mean, you don't have to. Just give me a second. I gotta
I just, I made it. I
I
spent
gotta
like
prepare some stat blocks. Just give me a sec.
part of an afternoon and make it okay, but
Life is glorious.
If you've ever worked hard on something that we just completely skipped out on, I'm sorry.
Hurry up!
Oh well.
Oh, you guys did. When I did my 40k thing, I actually got kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
The entire mid thing when you guys just straight up ignored an entire like faction of people.
Yeah. That's how it
Reason
go.
The reason the back half of that thing was much harder than the first half was because you guys just refused to.
Like the Inquisition invading a town and us going, just fucking
As you
leave.
direct.
I mean, nothing good would come of us
Hey, kitty.
staying there.
Oh,
I know,
the kitty left.
but I didn't think about
I will
the
show
idea
We're all
of
non-humans.
taking
We all just wanna
my
get-
thing and
we all get
just-
burned.
Onward.
Also, we literally had a mage.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of stuff in that that Sailors of the Starless Sea that you just never saw,
You have need of me?
which I guess is the point.
Level 0 bumpkins.
Also,
There's a picture in the core rulebook, which is a handful of people attempting to fight a skeleton, and a guy's trying to like use a pitchfork on him,
Yeah.
and it's just wagging its finger at him, and behind the skeleton are like 5 just random dudes with like rolling pins and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
it's a very good picture.
More than the quest log, I think maybe the best thing in log had is this little loot thing.
Yeah, it's the quick loot.
I look forward to your instruction.
You've attacked for the group.
For the record, if we do get to Siege of Dragon Spear, I no longer have to pick the worst characters.
What? I'm okay with that.
What would you have me do?
I don't care.
Because then I have to bring...
Then you'd have to bring the saw.
I
And
am at your service.
Glenn,
I'd have to bring
whatever.
Rasad again.
Oh,
Actually, Glenn.
so if you did that all the way through, it means you'd always have to have Rasan.
I mean, so... The way
Does
it
he get
works
better
in
in two?
Siege of Dragon Spear... I mean, he's better in the sense that monks just get a lot better at higher levels.
It's glorious.
Uh...
Our quest is
Oh no,
made.
you have to take the shaman with you. You have to take that goblin.
Yeah, there's a goblin shaman.
And my understanding is, like, character-wise, she's fine. My understanding is that mechanically, she's awful.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, well, you have to use her then. Also, who's the weird, the elf guy who's part of the arena?
Baloth.
Yeah, you gotta
He
use
is
him.
mutually exclusive with the goblin shaman.
Okay, never mind. Goblin. Take the goblin.
We're all doomed.
Baloth, is a torment pick, if only because he's one of the more annoying characters in the game.
But mechanically, he's...
But mechanically, he's a
Servant
sorcerer.
awaits. As good as done.
But also insufferable. Listen, I'll stand by my opinion of Siege of Dragon Spear. It's a good game.
Yeah.
There's some writing in that game that really does not...
Yes, oh,
I love how they brought back the villain of Icewind Dale at the end.
Yep.
Just out of the blue. Like,
I also think that fight is a little bit too high level for where you are. If you do
Yeah,
not have
you're-
a +2 weapon, I mean a +3 weapon, you have to have found the enchanted weapon skill and have someone cast it on you to be able to
What
eat
would
it.
you have me do?
he's a demon in his own plane.
It is possible to get to that fight and be unable to beat it because you didn't get
That's video games, baby.
Joy, sir.
I think it's probably too easy.
you've attacked.
Actually, one of the hardest fights I had in that one was, it was one of the, I mainly actually remember because it was one of those occasional bits you'd find that added specific dialogue for certain companions. And when you're in this cave, you just run across a few driders, just like out of nowhere. And there's some things that via Viconia there. I remember that fight really fucking me up a bunch.
For the group.
Throwaway encounter, just I struggled with it.
The first fight I really
We
had a
stand
problem
Viconia
with-
here.
The
Yes.
first fight I really had a problem with in Siege of Dragon Spear was the fight against the Lich. The new Dwarf Lich.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly because that was the first time in any Baldur's Gate game where
That fight also
really
sucks
had-
because it's a gimmick fight.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that. It was also the first fight where you have to take down a mage's protections before you can really do anything to it. And at that point, I didn't really get that, so I had a tough time with that fight.
Oh, Brayden,
I mean,
you don't get to
got-
stand Viconia. You have to. Viconia stands over you.
Yeah.
Except in
Nature's
Constitution.
servant awaits. For the group.
I know.
Sorry, Constitution.
Once more, onto the breach, dear friends!
I enjoy myself. What a great character Viconia is. What a piece of shit.
Yes,
Well, I have great
omnipresent
news.
authority figure.
She's in all the games.
Baldur's
sure
Gate
is.
3
Can I help you?
has another Priestess of Shar as one of
But
your
it's
party
not.
members.
It's not Viconia.
No, it's
No.
Shadowheart.
Well,
Who does not seem like an evil character. It didn't, when I first interacted with her, she didn't seem like an
You've
evil
attacked.
character.
Well,
and then I noticed
have needed
she's a cleric of Shard, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
you know, the goddess of darkness and loss. It's fine.
If you insist.
We can trust them.
Oh, nobody in that party member seems special. Nobody in that party that I know of, that I met when I played the early access 3 years ago,
omnipresent authority
seemed
figure.
like particularly good.
You've attacked. As you direct.
I'm to understand that Will and Gale and Karlak are good adjacent.
Ah, yes, Will and Gale, my favorite Baldur's Gate characters.
Yeah.
I don't think that game. I don't think that game even lists alignment when you're.
No, they don't. Because apparently Wizards of the Coast told Larian not to do that. Because they're trying to move away from that.
Fair enough.
I think alignment's a good like starting point for
It's
figuring
fun.
out your character.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should be like beholden to being that forever.
You should not take it super seriously because the whole point is that in the magical world of tabletop RPGs, the idea of quantifiable cosmic good and evil is not something that exists in the real world.
No, you don't understand. My character's chaotic neutral, so I can do literally anything I want ever.
Yeah,
and then you just have to accept that.
Yeah, you can just be annoying. Yeah, that's.
I'm just being true to my character, guys. I don't know why you're making such a big deal out of me trying to rob you constantly whenever you go to sleep.
Anyway, Killgo Stabbins now has a ×3 backstab multiplier.
Great.
So.
Tell me about all the lime that you're putting into your new brew, Killgo.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Put some cinnamon in this one.
Your stats seem pretty high for a guy who was going with the worst party imaginable.
That is high dex.
Yeah, he's a halfling.
Okay.
As you direct.
I'm gonna max dex. I gotta get those bonuses to hide in the shadows.
I found this game way easier than I thought I would with only 2 characters. Part of that is because I know a lot better what I'm doing now, but also like I didn't have much trouble with much of anything except the Death Knight at the bottom.
Like learning how to eyeball the fireball spell is one of the most important skills in this game.
I barely used it in my playthrough though. Like my cleric was dual wielding flails and hasted, and that beat 95% of things in this game with an FMT throwing arrows. Siege of Dragon Spear, however, has been slightly more difficult. Also, I haven't played it in like 3 weeks.
Getting the itch.
Yes.
You're getting the itch?
No, you're getting the itch. I haven't played it in like 3 weeks. Alright. Need another hit.
Baldur's Itch.
I mean, 2 more days I'll be playing DG3.
But Baldur's Itch is a bad. It's 2 words that shouldn't go together.
It's I'll listen. It's an
There's no penicillin in the Sword Coast.
Yeah. But there is cure disease.
I am sure there is a spell somewhere called Cure Itch.
It's ritual magic.
I saw a screenshot earlier about Larian trying to tell people that they need to delete all their saves and uninstall
The game,
early access, before, like, that seems like...
It seems like they've made enough changes to the game from the early access version.
Yeah, like, having to restart, like, save-wise, doesn't... That sounds reasonable to me.
But yeah,
But, like, you would think that they would have, like, some kind of prep for install where they go wipe everything clean.
I do not claim to know.
Nature's good as done.
Oh.
I am prepared.
I still continue to slow but surely wear down Darkest Dungeon.
Still.
We're all
I have 3 more champion bosses to beat,
point.
and they're all the ones that really suck.
Oh, omnipresent authority prevails.
It's just the actually the flesh isn't the worst, but the cannoneer and the drowned crew, fucking terrible. Cannon's one of those fights that just gets harder with every passing difficulty because you have to consistently do damage every single turn. I forget, were either of you people Darkest Dungeon people, or is it just me?
I played a lot of that game, and I don't want to play anymore.
I never played it.
You probably don't need to. At this point, I am compelled to beat it finally.
Ask Mike. Apparently, he's played a lot of it.
I played a bunch of 2, which is a very different thing.
He seems to have eventually hated it. Oh, he's in the chat.
Play Darkest Dungeon 2, you cowards. Not for $40, I won't.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in that thing being built like Slay the Spire.
Oh, you mean them making it like a traditional last roguelike?
Yeah, no, I liked the whole. I mean, they definitely
it's a
extend
weird-
the management and aspects of that game too much, but
As you direct.
Well,
the
there's
structure of the first
always
game.
Black Reliquary.
yeah, if I can beat this one, I'm gonna give that a serious shot.
I will be interested in hearing what you think about that, because
Another several years. It won't take that long.
yeah.
I look forward to your instruction.
Oh,
Yes?
Nature's servant awaits.
What would you have me do?
Life is glorious.
Pure life and fear.
Life? What is the point?
Luckily, there are a number of mods for that one that provide some of the same kind of quality of life changes that I've come to
Our quest is
like
vain
in the main
if you
game.
want.
One of the things I found out about Bless is it only lasts like, what is it, 5 rounds?
Yeah.
It's short. It's a level 1 spell, right?
Yeah, but it never
Wait,
scales.
Selune guides my hand.
yeah.
They don't necessarily need to.
Sir?
We're all doomed.
It's a good level 1 spell.
It's not as infuriating as negative plane protection, which is like, here's 4 rounds of no level drain, and then you're done. Worst spell in the game.
I look forward to your instruction. Your wish, I shall commit to the task.
If at first I don't succeed, my heart's really not endless.
I understand.
Certainly I shall collapse from exhaustion.
So, I've never played a monk. Aren't monks supposed to use their fisticuffs?
Yeah, but
You can use like bow staffs and stuff.
Yeah, you can use some weapons.
yeah, but I gave
They're like number of attacks and inflicting stun and stuff.
Yeah, but Rasad is terrible, you see. And he actually has a better Thaco with a enchanted Wazakashi and single weapon style. And he gets 1 less attack, but who cares?
He's already not doing anything. But 15 Thaco at level 4. Ugh.
Look at this guy. I got 13 Thaco with Killgo Stabbins.
Not really a fan of monks in actual tabletop. Because I feel like they're one of those classes that is so consistent in their damage dealing
Servant as you
that unless you have a GM that is actively building against them, it just feels like they run over everything.
Really?
My
Most
training did
monks,
not prepare me
I
for
can
such
think,
extended
monks are kind of terrible
activity.
Like
in
literally
most daily
every.
editions.
Okay, well maybe it's just my own personal experience because literally every monk I've ever played with
Life
in
is
tabletop
glorious.
has just been like
sir. With
far and
Godspeed.
above the MVP.
Like, Pathfinder eventually made the monk okay.
Yes, oh omnipresent
But the
authority
3rd edition
figure
monk is infamously bad.
for the group.
Because you have
Oh,
to split...
I've never played 3rd edition.
Okay, was this 5th edition?
In terms of tabletop art, D&D, I have only played 5th.
Okay. Yeah, monks are okay. They're not better than fighters. But they have some fun little tools.
I think also it's just that they're, at least in my experience, once again, I've definitely had GMs that kind of just let monks say, "Oh, acrobatics test" to do whatever they want, which is also a rogue problem.
I am at your service.
No, it's athletics to climb things.
I look forward to your instruction.
That's all, folks.
It's kind of just frustrating because like other classes don't necessarily have that. Like Arcana is never going to let you perform wild bullshit in combat, you know.
Yeah.
Me with my religion skill proficiency.
Yeah, no, I would...
Let's talk about Ayun.
You've attacked
And then everybody
good
stood up
start.
and clapped. Battle ended.
No, I would probably...
Once more, onto the breach, dear friends!
Life, whatever.
Nature for the group.
Our quest is vain.
Your wish? Selune guides my hand.
We're all doomed.
Ow.
Alright.
Braden, did you get the periwinkle panties in Baldur's Gate 3 yet?
What? Oh, you
You
mean the Twitch
Out
drops.
the content of Baldur's Gate 3 on Twitch, you get periwinkle panties.
Baldur's Gate 3 has Twitch pantaloons.
Of course, is the first thing he talks about.
You gotta get your limited edition. We have until August 17 to get periwinkle undergarments
Finally.
and Chatterbox tabard.
What are we doing tonight, gamers?
I'm playing
Baldur Gaten.
Baldur
Gaten on the day that we found out that Feminist Frequency is throwing in the towel.
I can't
So,
believe...
Baldur Gaten.
I can't believe they defeated women.
Aid me.
I don't know what that is.
Good. Keep that way. No, don't explain. I don't know.
Okay.
No. Braden,
No,
no.
I will. Fuck you.
No.
This is my stream. Fuck you.
Well, I mean,
Harley,
hold on.
what if someone made, like, the most basic level feminist critiques of video games?
Like
Yeah,
101
you killed
level.
Relican.
Oh, isn't that an Anita Sarkeesian thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Nita Sarkeesian. That's exactly what Feminist Frequency is.
And she's like, yeah, we're done. And what if I told you that gamers did not care for that?
Servant awaits.
I don't. Can you repeat the sentence from the very top for me?
What if you did a very basic,
Yes, oh omnipresent
like,
authority figure
101 level feminist critiques of video games?
Okay.
What if the gamers didn't care for that?
What? Do you know who Anita Sarkeesian is?
Isn't that the lady that Gamergate was about?
Yes,
her thing
partially.
was slightly pre-Gamergate.
That was Zoe Quinn was the lady.
Yeah.
Okay,
Life.
so then the answer is no. I don't know who
No.
that is.
Okay. I remember.
She put out a series of, I forget if it was like blogs or video essays or whatever.
Video essays.
Yeah. About...
What is a vlog but a pre-video essay video essay?
I meant blog. I meant to say blog. Anyway, and it was a bunch of like very, very surface level readings of women in video games, and while she did have a good point, she didn't always present it very well from what I remember. This is also a very long time ago. And people reacted strongly to it.
I mean, God forbid something have nuance on the internet.
No,
I mean,
listen, video games are incapable of standing up to the lightest criticism.
She absolutely could have used more nuance. That's not the point. The point is a whole bunch of people
dogpiled on her in a way
really
that
badly
reconfirmed the fact that there's a problem here. It kind of reminds me of that time when an actual university studied the Super Smash Bros. Community and posited that the Super Smash Bros. Community is toxic and has elements that are bound to exploit children and young kids. And then the response by the Smash Bros. Community was to immediately treat the people who did the study with toxicity, and then later multiple reports came forward that the Smash community has a problem with pedophilia.
Anyway, what we're saying is video games are awful and they should never have been invented.
Video games are bad, and you should feel bad if you enjoy them, because that makes you a sexist. I think that's what we're saying.
Anyway.
Twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. Please subscribe for more hot takes. Like this.
Got some hot tea right here.
Hot tea. I got some chamomile, and it's boiling, and I spilled it on my pants.
I've done that before.
I
It's
know.
not pleasurable.
You've done it on microphone.
I've done it while recording a podcast live.
Can I help you?
And then me screaming in pain had to be cut out of the podcast.
Yeah. I know.
I'm sure that was fun for M to do.
I believe it was Jeff.
You know, yeah, it was. Don't worry, M would not cut it out. M.
Hey, M. Hold on, let's fact check this. Hey, M. If ZP were on a podcast you were editing and spilt hot tea on himself and was screaming in pain, would you edit that out? Yeah, but according to them, that wasn't one you edited. That was one Jeff edited it. Jeff edited it out. They want to know if you would have as well. M says she would have cut it out from when it actually happened, but put it at the beginning as a cold open.
Okay. Yeah, M has done that before.
Yes,
Anyways, I'm playing Outer Worlds on the highest difficulty, which involves a whole lot of killing one guy at a time and then waiting for the entire camp
Oh,
to
wow,
get...
you've summoned Braden's strong opinions about the Outer Worlds.
I don't want any strong opinions about the Outer Worlds.
It's fine. It's okay.
It's fine. Other than the fact that I think that the last 2 acts of the game are bad.
I think, yeah, the last.
I think it ends poorly.
I think the game is fine except for the 2/3 of its runtime.
I think the first half of that game is good to great.
The first world is legitimately great, but they kind of do the same thing several times.
Well, okay, hold on. Which world do you say is the first world? Are you talking about, like, Edgewater? The starting zone?
Yes.
Yes.
Edgewater.
If you don't like Edgewater, you're probably not going to like the rest of the game.
Ah, fuck. They know I'm here.
But yeah, Edgewater's great.
Yeah, and then you do the same thing on Monarch, but it's worse.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's where I quit playing that game, was Monarch. I was trying to do everything on Monarch, and I got burned out.
Poor with the iron shortage.
Are you fucking... damn, okay, I guess this particular spot was just way easier to attack than any other section I've tried attacking it.
Also, I feel like the repetition kind of spoils the combat of that game in a lot of ways.
I mean,
not,
a lot.
I don't necessarily want to color his opinion too much before he's played a ton of it. Unless you don't mind us talking about it.
I mean, I don't particularly care. I feel like commenting on a combat loop in a video game is a little just kind of meh, because every game has a fairly one-note combat loop. It's just kind of how combat loops are.
That's a good point. I just feel like you go ahead first.
I think this game in particular has a problem with weapons and loot drops, because you very quickly see all that the game has to offer, and everything else is just either there's a handful of unique weapons that are pretty good, but most of what you're going to be using is the same kinds of assault rifles, just with better numbers attached.
I also think that the mission structure becomes incredibly repetitious. I mean, and that becomes much more apparent the minute you leave the first world.
I like the
I want to see.
where...
I'm actually really excited to see what they do with the sequel.
Yes.
Because there's a really good groundwork there.
I like
They're making a
watching Tim
sequel?
Kane's YouTube
Yeah.
videos.
Yes.
I mean, Outer Worlds
Tim
sold
Kane's-
well. Like,
Tim
that's the
Kane's
thing.
YouTube
It's like
videos
it
are
sold
pretty good.
very well.
Oh yeah, outside of like weirdos like us, Outer Worlds is well liked and sold especially well. By the way,
Game reviewers liked it.
it's because it's easy.
Is
Yeah.
it? I mean, I'm playing on like.
You just said you're playing on hard, which probably invalidates that a little bit. But I remember
For the group.
it being pretty easy on the normal difficulty.
The way that people reacted to Outer World, arbitrary, Braden, feel free to chime in. I think we've had this conversation at least
Arbitrary
twice.
Braden.
That's what they
But
call me.
the way that people reacted to, like, reviewers, the way they reacted to Outer Worlds is much akin to how reviewers initially reacted to Deathloop.
You
Ugh.
a task for the group.
Like, here's this watered down thing that's actually just a descendant of much better, more interesting things, and reviewers love it.
Yeah, I think the Outer Worlds has its charm. I just... it is.
Yeah, that's
it
the
is
one
not
thing
bad.
is, like, the actual charm of our Outer Worlds is great. I wish there was more of it. Like, the first time you put the moon head on your head and people react to you, that is a great thing. But then there's, like, 2 or 3 items where it leads to those organic reactions with the NPCs. And then the stitching comes apart.
Anyway,
Nature as you direct.
I had fun with it. I enjoyed my time with it, and I think most people will too.
I did not play
But it's
Deathloop.
not-
I don't like
But it is
Deathloop.
But it's not it's not really the spiritual sequel to Fallout New Vegas that maybe some people thought it would be.
For the group.
I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a whole lot of the things I did in Fallout New Vegas in this game. Which is to say, I'm crawling around in the fucking dirt because everything is terrifying.
I saw a video about that Fallout New Vegas mod, The Frontier.
The one that came out and maybe it was interesting at first and then turned into an
Yeah,
older
the
thing.
one that everyone's like, wow, it took them like 6 years to make this, and it's fully voiced, and
As good as done.
Isn't that... Hold on. Isn't that the mod where you, like,
fuck a snake.
join... You what now? What?
Wait, what?
You fuck a snake person. You can fuck.
Oh, a
wait,
snake
oh.
person.
Person.
That's-
Okay.
I-
I heard the
yes,
same
it's-
thing as
Oh,
Harv.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay when it's a U on T. That's what I'm hearing
yeah.
here.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
'cause
Yuan
those
T has
can-
got human body parts.
I mean, listen, if
to it.
you're okay with Mass Effect, you're probably okay with fucking a UNT.
Listen, if it can speak and consent, that's fine. Not fucking Jesus.
No, do not fuck Jesus.
Jesus died for your sins. He does not get fucked by you.
You've as good as done.
We're all going to hell.
I mean,
I
he could
already
if he.
know
I
that.
don't believe in hell. Anyway.
There's a hell. I'm going right there next to Saddam Hussein.
Can I help you?
I love that the retrofitted armor. Oh, it's retrofitted power armor. Okay.
Your wish?
Oh, that makes me not sneaky though, and I've been doing a lot of sneaking, so we're gonna put the trooper armor back on.
We're all doomed.
Does Parvati have skills? She doesn't have.
She's charming.
She doesn't have sneak as a skill.
She's voiced by Ashley Birch.
Don't worry about it. I don't think you like, they do have upgrades you can give to them, but...
Well, no, I just want to know if putting her in heavy armor is a bad idea for me sneaking places.
I don't think they're...
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that whatever they're wearing doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't
'Cause-
remember exactly, because it's been a few years, but... Like, it
'Cause
matters in terms of keeping them alive, but in terms of, like, whether you get caught after sneaking, I don't think so. You can also...
Because I've just been...
You can also tell her to just stay behind.
I've just been putting her in my heaviest armor with my biggest gun, because she doesn't use ammo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways. Oh, hold up. There's an enemy here that I missed. Oh, it's Zoe. Oh, you got hit by something, so now the game thinks you're an enemy. That's weird.
Nature's as you direct.
Also, did anybody play the DLC for Outer Worlds? Wasn't it generally
Nope.
considered better than the main
Good
game?
as done.
I played that game at launch because it was on Game Pass.
For the
I finished it in 20 hours.
No! No!
End of sentence.
I will say, it is a little annoying that I can't disarm, like, mines.
I'm getting weaker. I'll need a healer as soon
Is there a
as
skill to do
possible.
that or something?
I don't know, actually. Let me check.
You've for the group.
That sounds like something they'd have a skill for.
Sneak.
Maybe a mechanic
Science? Engineering. Nope. Nope. No. No way to turn off mines. I've just been shooting them every time.
That's how most Americans deal with their problems. What, did I get too real for you?
No, I just don't have anything else to say.
I will show you justice.
I've heard enough Americans and their guns ha-ha jokes to not...
Haha, you Americans and your guns. Yes, you are shooting the things, doing the violence, yes.
Yes.
Sir? You had needed
I
me?
Y'all have seen that, that thing that has been going around the internet, the YouTubes and whatnot, of like the every European dance song in the 90s?
Servant away.
Yep.
Yes.
As you direct.
Yeah.
I have deliberately watched the video, but I have not turned the volume on because I have been warned that if I listen to the song, it will be stuck in my head.
Oh, you should.
Yes.
It's
As
good.
you direct.
All of the dream,
Life
nothing
so
can
hollow.
be seen.
I'm glad that's all the song you know.
The planet of the beast.
Well, we have Music Man in this chat
Our
I
quest
don't know
is
when.
vain.
I love that Justin is now Music Man.
because he's on the Giant Bomb music thread thing.
Yeah, nobody listens to my
Yeah, no one has ever listened to music in this chat except Justin.
Yeah.
He's the Anthony Fantano of.
We're all
Oh, you mean current recipient of a lawsuit by Activision, and actually Activision seems to be in the right, Anthony Fantano?
I am at your service.
Wait, how is Activision in the right here?
Because they used a clip from a video he posted on TikTok, and even TikTok's terms of service say everything you post here is not copyrightable content. And Anthony Fantano's trying to get a 6-figure royalty check from Activision for using a clip. A clip that was almost fair use length.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Need to get all these bandit scalps.
I can, but try.
So many bandit scalps.
And don't forget to turn them in before you go kill, what was it, Daphorn or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Alright, so my next quest that I have to do is... Suppose we might as well pick up Mr. Abernathy's medicine, it's nearby.
Nature serve is good as done.
There aren't, like, people here that I... Woo! I got my 5th bolter pistol. You know, if I knew that those were just gonna kind of be mid-tier loot, I would not have stolen one of them from Mr. Abernathy.
Always steal.
It's fine. Stealing is morally correct.
Yes, is good as done.
He's an old man, though. It makes me feel bad.
Eh.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
I will show you
It's really not in this. Hurry up!
I am also a little miffed that there isn't a,
Your service.
a whatchamacallit,
Sir.
a hacking or a hacking minigame or a...
Wait, what?
Oh,
Name a shooter or RPG with a hacking minigame that you've liked.
you like Pipe
And if
Dream?
you say Bioshock, I'm going to lose my shit.
I said 2.
I just generally liked all of them.
I forget which game did use Sudoku as the hacking minigame, but then
Mass
when I
Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, right. Right, it was Sudoku.
Yeah, it was fun. It was okay.
Yeah, because Sudoku is good, but that's like literally proof that you gave up. I don't know, I actually didn't like the hacking minigame in Bioshock 2 because, boy, if you have color blindness, it's not that fun. Yeah, I mean, the trick is as long as you have that kind of middle indicator in the middle, you're fine, but also I don't like dexterity puzzles.
I mean, it was just quick and you could do it from a distance, as opposed to Bioshock 1's where it's just fucking obnoxious all the goddamn time.
Why the fuck are their mines literally everywhere?
City dweller.
Because it's that one building in Outer Worlds.
What? I got shot.
We're all
Please don't find me.
Ah, that's right. The cursed +3 spear.
What about? I think it's one of like 2 or 3 cursed weapons in BG1.
Yeah, there's also the Berserker sword.
As you direct.
Well, there's the World's Edge sword in the bottom of not Watcher's Keep. Fucking whatchamacallit. Durlag's Tower.
What if the hacking minigame was Picross 3D? Yeah, that sounds good. But also, if your hacking minigame is like...
Takes more than 30-40 seconds, then get the fuck out of here.
No, not 30-40 seconds. No hacking minigame. It's a skill check.
What would you have me
Either
do?
it's a dice roll with the hacking points in your favor.
Alright,
or
what if it was a
just
skill check, and if you failed the skill check, then you have to play the minigame?
fucking fantastic? I'm gonna put you as a game designer on the next video game. I don't know how. Just gonna make sure you get it. Anyway, look, that's a great idea. I'd love to see that implemented.
Hey, as a game maker, what's your opinion on hacking mini-games in video games?
Game Hacker M. Oh, look at that expert color spray.
Yes.
Beautiful color
That's a
spray.
great use of color spray.
That's a beautiful use of color spray.
Mini-games,
right there.
hacking mini-games.
Listen, enjoy color spray as long as you can. It's not going to be useful for much longer.
It's useful for most of this game against trash mobs.
I mean, in like Siege and onwards.
Also, once again, Zan is an enchanter, which means all of his enchantment spells are harder to save against.
You have need of me?
I really didn't pay much attention to Schools of Magic when I was playing those games.
Yeah, but what specialty should I give my wizard in Baldur's Gate 3?
That's why I didn't pick any wizards with any specialties.
As you direct.
Like
The majesty of the
Aerie, Nalia, and Emily.
You know what,
Oh, what the fuck is a shock cannon?
I know, as we have said repeatedly, I know that alignments in D&D 5th edition are basically dead, and they're just flavor. I don't enforce alignments with characters. However, I enforce alignments with Schools of Magic, because if you're going to come in here and start doing enchantments in my campaign, you are fucking evil.
Listen,
okay,
what's
but
a little casual mind control among friends?
If you start fucking with people's brains to pass skill
telepathy?
checks... Telepathy is an illusory spell, I think. Isn't it? Or is it transmutation?
Are you going to make me look this up?
I'll look it up.
Or is telepathy divination?
Detect thoughts.
It's divination, I think.
Okay, then if it's divination, then it's neutral lawful, I think. Which I feel is okay. I would say, personally, it's like chaotic neutral.
Hey, guy, let's do scry. Let me
Unless
memorize
you're like
your
a cop.
brain.
Detect thought is in fact divination.
Okay, then that would mean
What about-
it's lawful neutral.
What about necromancy?
Necromancy is neutral evil.
What if they signed a What if they
I thought
signed a
necromancy
contract saying I could use their body?
I thought necromancy was generally considered neutral because it's also frequently used to heal people.
Yeah, see, that's the weird thing and then also, we've had this debate, I have had this debate on stream with Braden, is can you make a non-evil necromancer in D&D? And the answer is yes, but there are certain top-tier abilities that you are basically not using.
Also, actually, to Justin, most healing abilities in current D&D are actually evocation magic. Resurrection abilities are necromancy.
Okay, so a note on that one: the most exposure to like D&D I've had is playing through the Baldur's Gate games, which operate on
Next
second edition
turn
rules.
was the group.
So if there's a difference
Oh.
in 5th edition, I haven't really come across it yet.
Oh yeah, healing magic, like cure wounds and shit, changed schools of magic pretty much every single edition of D&D. It has never been consistent. They have no idea where it goes.
There are certain versions that like put conjuration as good and evocation as good, and then there are others that put it like evocation is sometimes classified as chaotic.
I mean, why haven't they ever just made a category for just like healing?
Because the manner in which you're healing the person, is it subtractive or additive? Meaning, are you taking life from another person and then putting it into your friend, or are you evoking something, like pulling something from the magical realm to then heal?
I was thinking of all this in much more practical terms. I was thinking it's like necromancy because you're putting flesh together. I thought that fit personally. But...
Well, again, in D&D, the philosophy is that you're taking away a life that should be death's. Like, you are now going above the natural order, therefore there is some sort of chaotic element to that.
I never thought much about how it works.
Also, I don't fucking care.
You should care.
Why?
Ultimately, no, I don't.
Because you're a dungeon master.
It's fun to talk about and consider, but ultimately, no, it's not something I really care that much about. It's not like I'm not going to say that Aerie can't be a good character because she can heal people or something.
I mean, there was a period of time where it's like, oh, so you're gonna be a lawful drow. Please tell me you're not making a fucking Drizzt clone, please.
I mean, Drizzt isn't lawful.
Yeah, he's chaotic.
That was how everybody, every player, there was that period where every player created drow was Drizzt.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I just want to put it out there. If Drizzt were lawful, he would not have done any of the things he did. His ass would still be back in Menzoberranzan getting fucking,
You have need of me?
I don't know, whatever the fuck
Mommy
they did.
issues.
Getting yelled at by Xanathar.
Yeah. Was Xanathar in that
No,
book?
Xanathar is the Beholder crime lord in Waterdeep.
Oh, fuck, you're right, yeah. And he has that weird rivalry with the vampire gangs.
You've as you direct.
How the
Yeah,
fuck do I
fucking
get
his
up into
sister
this?
or whatever. Whatever they do in Drow society.
I made
Like-
my drows in a campaign just weird goth people that ride spiders and, like, have dark makeup.
I think my favorite dark elves in any setting are like this the
World of Warcraft.
No, well, there aren't any dark elves in World of Warcraft.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking of the Night Elves.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Night Elves. Yeah, completely
No,
different.
I like my favorite dark elves in any fantasy setting are the Druchii from Warhammer Fantasy because they're not evil because of any cosmic nonsense.
Unless you're Marathi.
Well, no, hold on. I'm not finished with my sentence.
Marathi is she's actually aligned with Slaanesh. What are you fucking talking about?
As good as done.
Because I had to make a correction.
I wasn't even done talking. You have no idea what my point was.
No,
They're
but
not
Chris has to be
they're
loud
not-
and and pedantic.
They aren't evil because of some cosmic nonsense, the way that, like, Drow are.
Uh-huh.
They're evil because it's fun.
Yeah, they're evil because fuck those other guys. And also, what if you know what's
fuck.
fun? Torture.
Yeah, also, the only thing I would say is, let's not forget the fact that they torture and also practice slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they're evil. I'm not
Listen,
arguing they aren't
one of
evil.
Malekith's barks
As good as done.
is, "My cruelty has no limit." if he had a limited cruelty, which is the name of my new band, Limited Cruelty.
Limited.
Aid me.
Let me guess, you're like a
Retro funk pop.
retro new metal band?
Retro funk pop. I will not be taking any more questions at this time.
You've as you direct.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
What's your first E EP?
What's my first what?
EP, your album.
Nature
Oh.
as you direct.
Think back to that Red Letter Media.
Oh god,
where
it's
they-
Bayloth.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is where I came across
It's
Bayloff.
about
Just
time
kill
you
him
came
instantly.
through
He
for me.
sucks.
I was beginning to wonder whether your incompetence was... Wait. This isn't right. You fool! I am not fully
Or you can,
revived.
you know, take
I
him
am
along.
Najim. Are you... you conniving cur! Greetings, friendly... surface dweller? No, I suppose you wouldn't. How could I forget? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bayloff Baratil. Perhaps you aren't as cultured as I had assumed. In any case, it seems you must be crawling with questions. But first, let me elucidate recent events. My most recent project was a little... You must be out of the loop. Things went quite... But as you can see, I live again. I am simply unaccustomed to... I do not make it a habit to beg. Clearly, I still command... No. No,
Oh.
no, fine.
I completed a quest I didn't even know was in this area.
As you direct.
Needs your help. Be gone.
Oh, Bayloth.
But Brayden, how do you really feel about Bayloff?
I think he's very annoying.
But all CRPGs have annoying and or hard-ass characters that really you come to hate.
Your weak Selune guides my hand.
Hurry if you insist.
You've a task.
That's kind of all being told as.
What would you insist?
I will show you justice.
But also, yeah, all of the characters they added in the Enhanced Edition are annoying.
Nature is good as done.
Yes, I'll do my best.
Yeah, is good as done.
That said,
Can I? I'll do my best.
I love the, yeah, so I kicked him into the head until he was dead.
You've a
One of
task
my
for
favorite
delivery.
dumb.
That's a Bioware contribution.
Yeah.
I will show you justice.
It's really good.
Pull out my robot killing shotgun. It's time to kill some robots. Shooting electric guns at water doesn't do anything. That's kind of
Nature as you
a
direct.
bummer.
That's
I
just
wonder how quick
life,
the
you know.
turnaround on the Outer Worlds was. Like, do we know that? Like, was this like a 2-year development
My
cycle?
training did not prepare me for such extended...
It was not a super long.
A yawn is a silent
Because
shout.
sometimes I get the
As you
sense that
direct.
all the reactivity is in the first area, and
Can I
it
assist
kind
you?
of drops off from there. And there's stuff like he just mentioned where electricity doesn't light up water like you'd expect something from that kind of game to do.
I just sold a bunch of bandit scalps. Hooray.
You want some whiskey?
You want some whiskey?
My My hotel's as clean as an elven arse. Anyway.
Yeah.
Play these games entirely too much.
Is Outer Worlds the modern equivalent to Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader? Oh, that's mean. I'll say straight up, that's mean to Lionheart. Or, no, that's mean to Outer Worlds. Not to Lionheart.
I have vaguely heard that name. What is that? What is the Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader?
Yes.
It's a bad game.
I gathered that.
So the thing about Lionheart is that the first couple hours of that game, which take place in...
oh yeah, this is the game that has literally one city or one level, and then everything else is just flotsam.
It's just a
lie.
A Diablo. So, yeah, a game where all the cool shit is in the first few hours.
I thought the game told me electric damage was good against robots. Them robots can any damage at all.
But, yeah. Basically, anything interesting about Lionheart, Legacy of the Crusader, not Lionheart the person, who sometimes shows up in my chat. He's playing Unlimited Saga right now, probably. And there's nothing I can do to help him.
Oh, no, I wanted to equip... Well, hold on, let's try the shock cannon, I guess. I found it, I might as well try it.
It would be good.
Well, like, I held down the trigger for the shot cannon, but it didn't actually shoot anything out, it just used up bullets, so I'm not entirely sure how this gun works.
I just spent 11,000 gold on this sick studded leather armor.
Okay, that definitely worked better than my shotgun did.
Look at this. It's a +3 studded leather. I now have a -1 AC. Aw, yeah.
Great.
Killgo Stabbins can now kill and go and stab. Wherever.
What's the best armor? What's the best armor you can wear? Like
you get full plate +1.
No. For your character.
Oh, probably this, honestly. There might be something a little better in Tales from the Sword Coast.
Are you gonna do that werewolf quest?
Ugh.
Let's have all the enemies regenerate. And very quickly.
Holy shit! This gun has very limited range.
Harley, do you have the thing turned on where when you die, if you die to the same thing too many times, you get like some kind of negative? Like you get random traits related to how often you die, or how you die?
I mean, I know that's a thing in this game. I didn't know it was a thing I could turn off.
Yes, you can turn it off.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Yeah, take that, Dreadwolf. Dragon Age Dreadwolf.
You've a task? As you direct.
I'm also trying to save some of the side quests around the Sword Coast until I get Faldorn and who else? I need someone to stand in front and take hits, cause Rasad ain't gonna do it.
I mean, he can do it for like 2 seconds.
All right.
Against the Kobold.
Your life ends here. I am at your service. With Godspeed.
So yeah, maybe like Geslick,
For the group.
since he joins around the same time as Faldorn.
I honestly don't remember who Faldorn is.
She's a druid in Cloakwood.
Is she an evil druid?
I mean, yeah, basically. Oh, that's right. This is where Red Wizards. If you have Edwin in your party, they won't attack you.
I do not recall this particular encounter. When I did my most recent playthrough, I kind of just made a beeline through everything, saw all the sites I wanted to see. So there are a lot of parts I didn't see.
Hurry up!
Like this, for instance.
Life is glorious.
Also, I don't think I'll ever play these games without turning on selection
Omnipresent
service.
authority figure. Yes.
No, that would make me low class because I have to go
You've
turn on health.
attacked for the fallen.
I want a visual representation of where my fireball is going to begin and end.
I am at your service. With Godspeed. What would you have me do?
I'm gonna be off this. I'll talk to you.
You have need of me?
Good night.
See, look, Bard Song actually being used for something.
What do you have to say about Bard Song in 5th edition?
I am prepared.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's great.
Guides my path.
Bardic inspiration is
Maybe busted?
one of the best abilities. Period.
Yeah.
Vending machine.
Our quest is vain. Whatever.
Things I don't need include all these fucking spare guns. Hold on, I just want to make
With
sure.
Godspeed.
So I need to keep my plasma rifle.
With Godspeed.
Yes, all is good as done.
You like the part where I killed them by
Life is glorious. Your wish? I understand.
You've attacked.
I will show you
Onward.
Yes.
with joy, sir.
Nature as you direct.
My goodness, I think I'm dying.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
What would you have me do?
Look, I use that wand of lightning bolts for good instead of evil.
I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree.
Oh, shut up, Garrick.
You've a task as good as done.
We're all doomed.
All right, now we're getting some
If you
good
want.
shit. Some Agonazar Scorcher. Which, hey, Garrick can cast. Okay, here's a question. Do we dump Garrick for Quail?
Uh,
Or Tiax?
Wait, oh, fuck, I forgot. You're still doing your whole
Only
Worst party
pick
ever.
bad party members.
Yes, then.
Apparently Burning Hands is not an evocation spell in this edition.
Ow, my knee.
Nature's servant away for the group. For the fallen!
Onward.
Aw yeah, Rasad's leveled up.
Nice.
Now he has a THAC0 of 16.
I am prepared.
And with his fists, he gets an extra 1/2 attack.
Yes, you've as good as done.
But hey, look, he finally has 40 hit points. Isn't that exciting? What's that? Oh, Killgo Stabbins has his much. Oh, fuck yeah, cap.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Nature's servant for the group.
Life? What is the point?
Blasted Khalid! Nature's servant awaits.
What would you have? All right.
Yes, as good as done.
Your wish? If you insist.
You've as good as done.
Onward, we're all if you want.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, we lost facade.
Nature for the group.
What will we do?
Your wish?
What would you have me do? All right, all right. Can I help you?
We're all doomed.
Yes, sir.
Your wish, if you insist.
Yes, oh omnipresent
Life
authority
is
figure.
so hollow.
I am at your service.
Our quest is vain.
Please. I understand.
Yeah.
I will show you justice. No! No! No!
Yeah, 2000 XP from killing the swords.
We're all
The
doomed.
sword spider.
Nature for the group.
Your life ends here.
Life is so.
I have acquired
All right.
a heavy machine gun.
Here. Life is glorious.
What are you putting points into, Harley?
Yes, oh omnipresent
Shooting
authority.
and shooting and talking mostly right now.
Our quest is vain.
Yes, sir. You've attacked.
Shooting and talking.
Yeah,
Tell
you know,
me.
talking to, you know, not have to shoot, and then shooting when talking fails.
I believe I maxed out talking and was able to talk my way out of the final encounter in that very...
Have need of me?
Oh god.
Ever since Fallout 1 did it, every CRPG has to do it.
Did you know, Brayden?
Did you know
Did
this
you
is-
know that you can talk your way out of the final boss in Fallout 1 if you can pass the skill check? Did you know? My god, did you know?
I am much
You can't.
more at
You
ease
don't
with
need to
Forest.
fight the evil Eldritch abomination at the end of Fallout 1. Did you know that? Did you know?
Yes, oh
Did you know?
omnipresent authority figure. Yes, sir.
Yes, I did.
I did know,
What would
yes.
you have
We're
me
all
do?
doomed.
Your
See,
wish.
the problem is that when other games do it, they
I am at your
tell
service.
you
Can I
that you can do it. Fallout 1, when it did it, you had to, like, notice that there was an option there that was not there previously.
Well, I think my point, and that this was the joke, but of course, ZP joke was not very clever or well thought out, is the fact that now everyone expects it at this point, whereas it was not the expectation when Fallout 1 came out. Like, everyone expects you to get away with not needing to fight the final boss in, like, traditional CRPGs.
Ah, I got you. Okay.
Yes, for the group.
I'm gonna put... Should I make my heavy machine gun a heavy plasma machine gun?
I will show you justice.
Why not? That just sounds like good, clean living.
You've attacked for the group.
Yo, what's up?
Once.
Ark, what is the point?
Yes, with
Godspeed.
you all the way down there, Parvati? Oh, okay. So I got a flaw.
Nature's servant awaits.
I now have the choice to accept Robophobia, which will reduce 3 of my stats by 1 while robots are nearby, but give me a free perk point.
Servant awaits. As you direct.
You know what was a game?
Or I guess it's not technically a free perk. It's not free. I am paying for it.
I still think about this. Do you know what's my favorite CRPG with a flaw system? Like, oh, you have to pick out flaws for your characters. And this is not a joke. The Exile and Avernum games, where you have to pick a flaw for every character. And you actually get extra bonus points to do other things with the characters if you pick more flaws than required.
I vaguely remember what you're talking about.
It's like, oh, you're gonna this person's like has weak bones, therefore they can only carry certain less equipment, their encumbrances, so that they can take less encumbrance, but they'll be fleet-footed. That guy's still making games, right? Like, Jeff Vogel is still just making shit.
No, he made the second Queen... He's made or is making the second Queen's Wish game. And I think he's also working on a remake of Geneforge 2.
No, Oh, wow, that's right. Well, Geneforge 1, the remake, I know for a fact, came out like 2 years ago.
Yes,
I forget if Queen Wish 2 came out.
Epic Store.
Okay, so Queen's Wish 2 came out last year, August 24th, 2022.
Okay, so he's probably... So I believe this next year is another remake then.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a remake year, and the year after that it's going to be Queen's Wish 3. That man lives the dream. He's making the same game, and he doesn't have any aspirations for his company to get bigger than him.
No, he has no ambitions.
No ambition. He knows how to make one game, and he's been making it since the 90s.
So I started playing Queen's Wish, and I played like 90 minutes of it, and then refunded it.
I have no ill will for that guy, though.
No, but I just think that game is... the Avedon trilogy is the one that people will cite.
He's like, what if Piranha Bytes actually committed to just making the same game?
As you direct.
We're all doomed.
Yeah, but when Piranha Bytes does it, it's considered janky.
Because it is janky.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Like, the thing about Piranha Bytes is, like, their attempts to try and make, like, follow zeitgeists of recent yore have been less than great.
Yes.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
But
I am prepared.
Consider this.
It's so hollow.
It's very funny.
You've a task as good as done.
Oh, did you hear about the most recent World of Warcraft nonsense?
Which one? Was this the one that you told me about last stream?
No, it's different. It's new.
Oh, good.
So, World of Warcraft, a full-price video game that currently, in this day and age, costs a minimum of $75 to play. For your
Wait,
first month.
they still haven't done like Final Fantasy XIV's like here's a certain part of the game for free?
You can get to level 20 on a free account.
So
okay.
That takes like 5 minutes now, though, right?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Absolutely. Level 20 is like 4 or 5 hours of playing the video game. No, that's not important. No. So. They have this system called the Trading Post, and what the Trading Post does is every couple of months they will release fancy gear that is cosmetic only, as far as I'm aware. It's for their transmog system, so that you can make your character look fun. And the Trading Post uses a specific currency called trading tenders.
I love tenders.
Now, they just released 3 items onto the Trading Post that are the most expensive items they've ever put on the Trading Post. And then within a week, released a bundle, a corsage bundle in their cash shop that gives you a cosmetic piece of gear that looks like a flower corsage, and 200 trading tenders.
Can't believe
Now, previously, if you wanted tenders, they were only available in the form of daily quest rewards.
Okay.
So now you can buy them.
Oh.
Do you mean to tell me that Blizzard, the same studio that's currently under fire for exploitative microtransactions for Diablo 4, did something?
You mean Blizzard, the same company responsible for the real money auction house in Diablo 3?
Blizzard, the same company that did Warcraft Reforged?
Blizzard, the same company whose name was synonymous
attached with
with
some very
lootbox?
bad. Yes, also attached to some very bad toxic workplace practices and accusations. That Blizzard would do something to milk an already dwindling and declining user base with their golden goose, the biggest moneymaker probably in the history of video games, World of Warcraft. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that World of Warcraft is like the most profit-making video game in the history of video games, right? Like when you stop and think about it. Do you think Fortnite has overtaken World of Warcraft?
I think Fortnite has done all right for itself.
But, I mean, if we were to calculate with inflation, because, like, peak World of Warcraft was basically printing money.
Yes.
Yes, all as good as done.
Hurry if you insist.
I mean, it seems like Harley, like, one, people really didn't like that last expansion. Two, I mean, World of Warcraft Classic at sometimes has been outpulling Standard. Like, World of Warcraft's not in a great spot.
I'm pretty sure World of Warcraft Classic is always pulling more numbers than Standard.
Yeah, but like, when you stop and think about that, just think about that. Like, people don't want to follow the ecosystem or follow whatever they're doing presently with the game. And I get, you know, like, MMORPGs are weird. They can't be treated like the same way that you treat or view regular-ass video games, but, like, I just feel like people have been talking about World of Warcraft specifically as being in this like surreptitious decline, the same way people talk about The Simpsons.
Oh, that's what they were talking about when they asked me about it. Sorry, Daisy was talking to me.
What does Daisy have to add about the state of World of Warcraft?
Daisy said that it was really funny that I mentioned that World of Warcraft's free trial only goes up to level 20 because Final Fantasy recently expanded their free trial to encompass not just a Realm Reborn and Heavensward, but also the expansion after Heavensward now.
The one people like less.
I look forward to Lune guides my hand.
But also ask Daisy, people don't like that expansion. They really hated how it ended.
Did people dislike the ending of Stormblood?
We're all doomed.
I was under the impression people did not like the way that ended.
You are in fact correct. People did not much like Stormblood. However, that is still an extra, like, fucking full expansion of video game.
20 hours of
collected.
content. Like, it's an insane amount of content.
Daisy said including patches, which means you don't have to sit there and wait for story drops. Yeah, no, yeah.
I also feel like people are still like, yeah, game's great. You have to get through like 100+ hours before you get to the good part.
I mean, I've seen people tell me that that A Realm Reborn was bad constantly, and I really like A Realm Reborn.
But I don't know, like, all the stuff, like, if you play that game by yourself, like, the tales that have been told of, like, needing to get through all of the raids before you get to the fucking expansion packs.
What?
It sounds dire.
Do you have to do raids before you can move to the next expansion pack? According to Daisy and M, the raids you have to do are not hard.
They are tedious, and they are annoying, and they require a time commitment.
That's just an MMO.
I know. That's why I don't like MMOs. I can hear enough of what Daisy's saying, by the way. I understand that it's the high-end stuff, but still, it's... I don't know. It's... Every single time it's like, yeah, there's like weird lulls to Final Fantasy XIV. Like, everybody gets in my mentions and they say, well, it used to be worse. It's like, that doesn't excuse anything. What the fuck? Wait, what happened? Why did M...
Why did M what?
Oh, never mind.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
What is the point?
Your wish? Pure life.
Doom, run while we...
Nature's servant awaits. Yes, oh
No, I was just saying go to voice to text.
Yes,
Sir? What would you have me do?
We're all doomed.
Your wish?
Life is so hollow.
Hurry up!
Our quest is vain.
you've attacked for the group. Nature's servant
We're all
awaits.
doomed.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
My wounds are so great. I am a dead man.
I am with joy, sir.
You've a task?
I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
Nature servant awaits. Good as done.
Your wish? You have need of me?
Yes, oh
Hurry up.
omnipresent authority figure.
If you insist.
You've for the group. Nature servant awaits.
Life is so hollow.
What would you have me do? Life is glorious.
Yes, oh for the group.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date down under. Yes, sir. I am prepared.
You've a task?
Our quest is vain.
Please, aid me.
I and life is glorious. With joy, sir. Your wish?
Nature servant awaits. Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
I look forward. Selune guides my hand.
We're all doomed.
Yes?
You've a task for the group.
Yes, sir.
Nature servant awaits.
Life is so hollow.
Your wish? I shall commit to the task. I shall commit to the task.
He's chasing Rasad. Because of how bad Rasad is.
Your service.
This is the hell I live in.
Are all chicken shit characters and chicken shit villains bad characters?
Selune guides my hand.
What is the point?
No.
Or is there a way to do the trope where it's actually fine? Personally, I feel like the chicken shit heel chicken shit villain is starting to become a bit too tired. I want something to feel like a threat rather than he's constantly running away.
Is Rasad the villain of this game?
No,
Yes, as good as done.
he's just chicken shit.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date. Is glorious.
Ah, yes, my favorite type of combat encounter in Baldur's Gate or something.
Your wish?
You entered a building, now you have to fight everything.
Can I help you? Yes, sir.
It's fine. I managed to get web off in time.
Our quest is vain.
Yes,
I am
oh
Selune guides my hand.
omnipresent. You've a task?
You have need of me?
Nature servant awaits.
I am at your service. Hurry up!
I I look forward to your Tilune guides my hand.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
So you gonna play Baldur's Gate 2? With the same character?
I'm considering it. I think it would be funny. Oh. And now
What?
the enemy cast terror rings.
Oh, fuck.
What would you have me do?
Yeah, this is not going to be a great group to deal with those sorts of status effects, but...
Actually, here's the thing. Garrick can actually get rid of fear, because he's a bard.
Hmm. But he's currently afflicted with it.
Yeah. So that would, yes, require me to preload.
I fear I need healing, lest I not survive.
Hurry up! All right, all right.
Oh, we lost Sam.
Nature servant for the group.
What would you have me do? If you insist.
Yes, as good as done.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date. Your wish?
We're all doomed.
Yes,
I gotta tell you guys, because you two are here,
Yeah. What do you
I'm
gotta
still
tell
pretty
me?
full from that mac and cheese and that sandwich.
Which two?
You two, specifically, because I tagged you to that post about my mac and cheese sandwich combo.
You've attacked.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't going to be filling. I just told you you weren't going to get your vitamins.
Yeah, I took a
Your Tilune
multivitamin.
guides my hand.
Life is as one.
Well, there you go. You got your vitamins.
I understand.
I'm not gonna get scurvy.
What would you have me? Very well.
Life is so hollow.
Pure life.
What's up here?
Your wish. If you insist.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a
Hurry up.
big motherfucker.
I am at
That's
your
the one
service.
nice thing about that game,
quest
Harley,
is
is like the
vain.
sense of scale is good.
What is the point?
Ooh. That fucking big monkey hit me so hard my screen got weird.
That's just true.
Nature serve as you direct. Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Hold it. I need to write something down. There. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Can I help you?
I am at your service.
Look, yeah, look at this. +2 longbow.
I see lootable stuff in that room. How do I get in there?
You've a task for the
Never
group.
mind, I figured it out. It was behind a very obvious door I missed.
Troubled times are upon us.
Who's Tazok working for?
What would you have me do?
Now let's...
All right, all right.
Mullahay and Tazok have proven to be nothing more than puppets.
The true
master of this unfolding mystery continues
This unfolding
to elude
mystery.
you. One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for
Nature
Aha,
has
hold
you
up.
direct.
What do those do? I just turned on 3 big pumpy things. What do they do? What are that? Okay. Hold on, one of these still isn't pumping. Why not?
Oh, it's nothing you did, Lionheart. Don't worry.
That's not pumping either.
We were talking about a different Lionheart. Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader.
Okay, so I have to find 2 more switches somewhere.
Lionheart's better than Lionheart the game.
It's true.
Because Lionheart the game is dubious.
Lionheart the person just likes the worst video games.
But yeah, that's because he's irony poisoned.
No, that's us. We're irony poisoned.
Are we irony poisoned?
Absolutely.
Nature's servant is good as done.
What would you have me? Very well.
Okay, hold on, actually.
Yeah, don't buy video games. Just play Unlimited Saga. A thing you said you were actually doing. Because you're like, yes, I love it when my video games are all systems and those systems are not explained. Demon Souls is on sale.
As you direct.
Okay. Demon Souls is okay. There are worse ways to spend your time and money.
Your wish?
To that game's credit, it's not very long.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
The majesty
You've
of the
attacked
forest
as you
makes
direct.
me feel insignificant.
As you direct.
I think it's fair to say I'd rather play real life than Unlimited Saga.
You're doing that right now. Unless you're like some sort of like weird fatalist that believes that this is all a simulation. You're doing life right now. How well do you think you're doing?
That's a question my therapist gets
I
to
am
deal
much
with.
more at ease in the forest.
You for the group.
Well, we did it. We finished another chapter of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Oh, look,
How do you
it's
feel
Elements.
inside? How do you feel inside, Brayden?
I feel accomplished. This game's still real good.
Is this I feel like I ask this every time. Do you rank 1 or 2 above each other?
I like 1 more than 2.
You like 1 more than 2?
Yes. I think... Don't get me wrong, I think, as I've said before, Baldur's Gate 2 is the prototype for every BioWare game forward.
Yeah, especially throwing a ball.
And Knights of the Old Republic is the production model. And don't get me wrong, Baldur's Gate 2 is a bona fide motherfucking classic.
Clammy Clam Classic.
But also I hate mage duels.
My inn is open to all who behave.
Yeah, and the start of the game is kind of slow.
Nature servant.
Erraticus's dungeon is like... Is there a
I've
Karth
already
in
said my
Baldur's
piece.
Is there a Karth in Baldur's Gate 2? Yes, his name's Valagar.
That's a good pull. Yeah, actually, that does work.
In that he's kind of just a whiner.
Who's the Canderous of Baldur's Gate? Yeah, I guess you're right.
No, he is not. But you know, hey, guess what? Jennifer Hale voices multiple characters in a BioWare game. I know, shocker. Where do Icewind Dales go in the ranking? So my ranking of Infinity Engine games is probably
Baldur's Gate 1 or
Baldur's
2,
Gate
depending
1,
on how you feel.
Planescape, Baldur's Gate 2. Actually, I would need to replay Planescape.
You would rank Planescape above Baldur's Gate 2. I would personally rank Planescape above Baldur's Gate 2, but I'm surprised to hear that from you.
That's just a gut reaction. I would need to replay Planescape.
I think the Enhanced Edition is actually pretty good.
I mean, yeah, this was one of her earliest video game roles. But yeah,
but
no,
I would
Jennifer
definitely...
Hale has been voice acting for like 25 years.
Okay, hot take. I think I might rank Icewind Dale definitely above Neverwinter Nights. Ooh, but do I? Fuck. I think where Braden talked about how he likes the more simplistic direct route with Baldur's Gate 1 versus 2
I think
is where I
one
stand
being
with
this
Icewind Dale.
Yeah, Icewind Dale I think is excellent.
I think I like Icewind Dale 1 more than 2.
Icewind Dale 2 I think is not great.
Well, it's just bloated. It's just got too much.
Anyway, these druids are all like...
I have no quarrel with those who respect my forest.
Regardless of where you are with the whole Baldur's Gate versus Planescape, I would rank Planescape above Icewind Dale. Both of them.
We're all
and then Neverwinter Nights. It feels weird to put Neverwinter Nights below Icewind Dale. I think I would put Icewind Dale 1 above Neverwinter Nights, but not Icewind Dale 2.
You've a task as good as done.
Hello? Hello?
Oh no, wait, fucking wasn't Neverwinter Nights Aurora, not Infinity?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's not in the rankings.
They did, yeah, and then Jade Empire and KOTOR technically also run on that tech. Although, obviously, they consoled it a lot.
All right, all right.
Life? What is the point?
What would you have me do? Very well.
Nature as you direct.
Oh, perhaps we'll survive longer than I had originally thought.
Oh. Oh, Zan, you shithead.
And then, yeah, if we're gonna rank, like, Aurora Engine games, then we all have to technically... Actually, not technically. We have to include The Witcher 1.
How many... yeah, and also how many, Alright, well... I could give it to Rasad, or I could give it to Killgo. Give him more Thaco. Yeah, yeah, Icewind Dale is the worst Infinity Engine game.
For the group.
2.
And then I don't know where I'd put Siege of Dragonspear, honestly, because that game is such a weird side thing.
How much of BioWare's struggles do you blame on the Frostbite engine?
Not all of them. Certainly some of it.
You've for the group.
Anyway, you like spiders?
Excuse me. Please let me speak before you attack.
Not general. I mean, when they're not near me, yeah, they're okay.
Nature for the group.
You blame the doctors leaving? I mean, the interview that Aaron Flynn made after they left BioWare basically said, yeah, no, Frostbite maybe is good for those sports games and for first-person shooters, but it was a nightmare for Andromeda, and it was one of the big reasons why Anthem was a pain in the ass to make.
Yep.
It's like, the doctors left, and, I don't know, the Mass Effect games ended pretty well.
What was the last game?
I'm actually looking up. I forget what their role was
Greg
on
and
3.
Dr. Ray worked on. Or were credited on.
After the official announcement of the third Dragon Age title, the doctors announced that they would leave.
So 2013?
Yeah. And I mean, what do you think we're gonna... Then you have the weird, curious case of Casey Hudson.
Who came back and then left again.
There was that weird episodic Shadow Realms game that got spearheaded and then canceled before we saw too much of it.
Yeah, the thing about BioWare is how much of BioWare is self-inflicted wounds versus stuff that EA foisted upon them.
It's a mix. It's a mix. Like, I don't know.
Oh, all of these fun web traps.
Yes, good as done.
I love Cloakwood.
Once more, onto the breach, dear friends!
Our quest is vain.
You've attacked for the fallen! X1.
Yeah, remember BioWare Mythic, which was Mythic Entertainment? Remember when they revived
BioWare Victory?
Remember when BioWare Mythic revived Ultima and Dungeon Keeper?
Sure
And they were
do.
awful freemium fucking massively multiplayer online mobile game dog shit.
I sure do.
As you direct.
Remember when What's-His-Bucket was on fucking Giant Bomb defending both of those games, saying they weren't exploitative, and then Raimi had to fucking, like, say, no, your game is awful. It's terrible. You shouldn't... This is the worst. Good times. Yeah, remember when everything was BioWare for a brief hot minute? Remember when BioWare was going to make a fucking Command & Conquer game?
That was John Van Cannigan's studio.
Yeah. You're surprised that they're going to PAX. Like, that sounds good. Yeah, I mean, they kind of have to, like, hit the convention circuit, because if they don't show anything for Dreadwolf...
No, we're talking about Giant Bomb, not EA.
Oh, okay. Oh, Giant Bomb's going to... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to PAX.
No, yeah, Giant Bomb. Oh, right. Yeah, no, they're...
It's a website about video games, I'm told.
Hey, guess what? That convention that they did, what was it, DreamHack, was actually pretty good.
God. I'm actually going to look this up. When was the last time we heard anything about Dreadwolf?
I think they are legally obligated to say, no, it's coming. Please stop yelling at us.
3 to 4 weeks ago. That's when they issued the status update saying, no, we're Dreadwolf's not dead, Mass Effect's being worked on, bye, peace.
Oh, cool. I died from poison.
I think the report, the report is that now that Star Wars: The Old Republic is being basically
handed off to one of those studios that
basis mode, they're taking all of those developers and putting them into Dreadwolf and Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Which is probably good.
All right. I think I'm good with Baldur's Gate here. We've done this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a little late for me, so I won't be streaming.
Yeah, it's a little late to start. We could do something else. We could... I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, why don't you do something else?
I could do something else.
You should do something that makes you happy. Even though Baldur's Gate makes you happy. Why don't you do something... Oh, are you going to do... Are you or I going to stream Panzer Dragoon Saga?
I would need to set that up.
I need to set that up too. I might actually set that up.
No, I'm doing something else for freedom.
Oh. You seem to be enjoying Remnant too.
Yeah.
Is that 2023's the Hunted?
No, because Hunted the Demon's Forge is fucking terrible.
No, not Hunted. The fucking Civil War game with Cthulhu and shit. That you play all the time. Fuck, what is that game called? Not Hunted. Goddamn Hunt the Showdown.
Hunt Showdown?
Is that the game I'm thinking
Showdown? Sure, Hunt Showdown's good. No, because Hunt Showdown is competitive. Whereas Remnant is, more Remnant. We are at the last boss. We did get to the last boss at, like, 1 in the morning my time. And it was like, well, we're not gonna beat this tonight, so we stopped. Let's see, where's that box art? I'm looking for box art. It's very important that I find this box art. There we go.
I'm just pointing out that it's still a black screen.
Yeah, shut up.
I didn't say that as an insult. I'm just pointing it out.
When did I get a Saturn? Yeah. Yeah, the Saturn. Anyway, we're gonna go back to playing Soldier of Fortune.
Oh, right.
These goddamn terrorists need to be taught a lesson.
These racist terrorists, thank you very much.
Me, John F. Mullins. Here to blast things with a 44 caliber pistol.
Yeah.
Oh right, this game is amazing. I have Freedom, motherfucker! America! Let me know if it's too loud.
Oh shit, speak of the devil, Planescape Enhanced Edition is only $4 on GOG.
Yeah. There's also a D&D and Baldur's Gate and Beyond Humbo Bundo right now.
I saw, but I own so many of the games.
I own all of
already
those games. But if you want every single Infinity Engine game, that's on Steam.
I think I bought, like, the previous version of that Humbo Bundo. Like,
yeah, I already own all those games.
I think I own all of those games because of a version of that Humbo Bundo that came out, like, years ago.
Alright, let's...
I think that's the unfortunate issue of, like, again, I want to say that I'm presenting this as a first world problem, but I feel like it's impossible to not accidentally buy a game more than once on a digital platform.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be Steam.
That's why
like that.
the secret to living your life morally and justly is to just bum Steam keys off of people who do that. The secret to life is to buy people's resold Steam keys for like $2.
Except that it kind of screws over developers.
Yeah. Well, maybe developers should stop giving their games away. Oh, that was worth it. How do I use a med kit? Ah, yes. KP, page down. Nope. There we go. Alright, note to self. Boxes exist to be destroyed.
This is your reminder that you can buy Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Enhanced Edition for $12 on Steam.
It's good. You should. Now where's the secret exit? Oh. I forgot that I mapped use to F. Silly me. How do I drop a weapon? Well, I feel silly.
Did you shoot the terrorists in the face?
No.
Why not?
If I blew myself up.
No. You shouldn't have done that.
Listen, there are a lot of things that you shouldn't have done, but you still keep playing those adventure games.
I kind of like that Sherlock Holmes game.
Well,
that
I was
played
too busy
on
playing
Sunday.
Remnant.
Yeah.
I am gonna dip. Have a good night.
All right. See
You too.
The dog is upset about something. Like, why are you playing so poorly? Alright, I think maybe we'll call it here.
Okay. Bye.
Let's see, is anyone else streaming?
No.
What's up? What's up, Pax? Oh, poor guy.
Dog.
Dog upset. I'm gonna entertain the dog.
Anxiety dog's having a hard time.
Yeah. Also, I'm finally getting rid of my fucking mold mattress.
What? That was like a year ago.
No, it was 6 months ago. I need to wrap it in plastic.
Time is weird.
Anyway, thanks everyone for watching.
Bye.
Bye.